You want to lock in and stay locked in, but you don't know how or where to start. Or you know how to lock in, but you can't just keep up the pace. Keep watching this video. Yes, this video is for you. I'm sure a lot of us have heard the word lock in. In fact, we're even tired. In very recent times as well, especially towards the beginning of a new month or a new quarter or a new year, everyone keeps saying, oh, lock in this, lock in that, lock in season, tunnel vision, focus mode. Do we even know what these things really mean, and and how we can get into these focus modes and deliver results? So it's one thing to set goals and try to accomplish them. It's another thing to be in these focused modes that's denying yourself of certain pleasures, certain distractions to achieve your goals. So think of locking as a super version of staying focused on your goals. So if you've never really had structure in your life, or you've always been in survival mode, just saying I want to lock in won't magically make you laser focused. You need to be true to yourself and fully understand what it means, what activities it entails, and how to go about it first before you make any decisions. So today I will be explaining all of these things to you in a very simple way, and it will help you stay consistent, build the focus that you need, and get things done, especially if you're not used to, setting goals and accomplishing them. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Princess Akari, and this channel is all about helping you become the best version of yourself. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So, what does locking in or locking even mean? A simple way to put it is that locking in or locking is like directing a large percentage of your energy, your attention towards something, and staying in that focus mode long enough to make progress and complete your goals. So it's basically like staying laser focused on a particular thing intentionally until you get your desired results. So this is an activity that is very deliberate and it's very serious. Your life cannot remain the same if you want to lock in, no matter what your goals are. So I don't know how many of you have actually had to tune a radio before. I know Gen Z, maybe not, but when you want to tune a radio, your physical pose even changes. Like you sometimes have to lean closer to listen while you're filtering out, all the static and the background noise and distractions to get the exact signal for the radio station that you want. Another good real life example of trying to lock in is the life of a medical doctor. If you have doctor friends, doctor family members, they literally lock in. They are the real examples of locking in when their exams are coming. They cut off every form of distraction or extracurricular activities and stay laser focused on studying till the exams are done. And then they come out of that locking phase when, they are done, and then they arise. You say you want to lock in, but your life has not changed at all. Like it's still business as usual. You're still waking up when you're waking up. You're still sleeping when you're sleeping. You might need to reconsider your life choices at this point. How much do you want that change? Are you willing to pay the price of locking in? Anyway, now that we have an idea of what locking in means, why is it that some people can't just lock in or they don't know how to? I mean, some people really want to, but they struggle with it. Number one, no clear goals. You can't focus on what you haven't defined. If your goals are vague or you don't even have any goals at all, your attention will be vague, it will be divided, it won't even be very strong. So you need to know what you want for yourself, go for it, and also write it down. You don't have systems. You rely on motivation instead of a specific structure. And motivation doesn't last. I've said this before. You need to go and watch my video where I talked about systems. Number three, too many inputs. You're constantly consuming, reacting to notifications, DMs, endless scrolling online. You don't do anything to help your focus, and your brain never gets a chance to even settle down. At this point, we can call you a professional consumer. You are on all the platforms and you keep consuming all forms of input. There's no trending story that you don't know about. You, yes, you. I'm talking to you. You need to know where your time is going to be able to manage it properly. and you'll be shocked. So I want you to do this quick exercise or challenge for yourself. So just for 1 week, 1 week, track where your time actually goes, and you'll be shocked how much of your focus is being leaked by small distractions. So when you start an activity, note the start time, also note the end time. So let's say Netflix, note when you start watching Netflix and when you end. Scrolling online, note it. When you're working, note it as well. When you're cooking, when you're sleeping, everything that you're doing in just 1 week, or you can even do it for like 2 to 3 days, as often as you can remember. Write down the time that you're using to do any activity that you're doing, start time, end time. This exercise will show you how you're spending your time and where you're spending your time. So, how do you now go ahead and lock in? So, I have broken this down into 4 actionable pillars for you. Number one, create clear, smaller goals. While it's good to have like big general goals, it's better to create like smaller goals that will lead up to those big ones to ensure that everything is set up nicely. Always try to break down your locking goals into smaller goals. So if your goal is to pass an exam, break it down into the major things that you need to do, the things that you must do to ensure you pass that exam. Another example is if you're trying to cook a bowl of rice. Some parts of your goals are to get the rice pot ready or the rice cooker. You would also want to ensure that you have the actual rice you want to cook. You want to make sure that you have a functional stove or a cooker to cook the rice. So these are all smaller goals, and then writing them down will open your eyes to see that some things may be missing in the process that you need to attend to first before even doing the main goal of cooking the rice. Because if you get demotivated because of poor planning after locking in, you may not want to continue anymore, and there goes your goal. So make sure you have everything in smaller segments so that you can see what's there and what's not there. Also, if it's something that you haven't done before, ask your peers, ask people around you, people who have done it, people who have done it before, and they will tell you. When they tell you create those smaller goals, don't just assume, ask for assistance and get insights from others. You may find easier ways to get to your goal because someone else has done it and is willing to help you create those smaller goals. So these smaller goals are like the stepping stones to where you want to be. Please always try clearly define your goals and break them down. You can't hit a target you haven't defined. Number two, set up structure. Yeah, you can start by building systems that force you to focus. You can do some, time blocks, do not disturb hours, and designated work zones. Even something like starting with a 25 minutes focus timer can build momentum, like the Pomodoro technique. I made a whole video about setting up systems and structures to hit your goal. So you may want to watch that video for more context on how to set up the structure, the systems, and everything needed. Number three, control your inputs. Locking in means you must now take a step back and curate your environment. What you see, what you hear, what you consume daily matters a lot. You may need to mute unnecessary notifications. Yeah, or keywords at all. You may need to create your feed, you may need to protect your peace, you may need to even leave all those online media platforms entirely for a while, or you might even need to move to a more secluded location or just separate yourself from getting so much, inputs. Locking in is naturally a separation period, to work on something important. So you should be able to drastically reduce or completely eliminate the number of inputs or distractions in your life because they add up and then they become an overload for you. Please control what you allow into your life, what you see, what you hear, what you consume. Funnily enough, it can also be like friends or family members that are bad vibes. Or they're even good vibes, but they distract you. So now, if you're struggling with boundaries, I made a video just for you. Go and watch that video. I would also put it in the description box below. So, number four, reset as often as you can. Your mind can't stay in, tunnel vision, locked in, all that mode forever. even for a day or for a week. So take intentional breaks, stretch, hydrate, do those short resets. They help you extend your focus window. Don't forget to eat well too. Depending on your diet, you need to stay nourished, to be able to lock in properly. I know that locking in is not a leisure phase at all. It's very serious business, but it still requires that you rest and eat whenever possible. And by rest, I don't mean getting on your phone and scrolling when you have some free time. You can easily get carried away, I mean, resting intentionally. You can take, short naps, you can stretch, you can take a walk, or anything that just makes you relax. Once you've learned to lock in, you now need to be consistent to stay locked in. So on some days you have full focus, other days you have like 40%, 50%, and so on. Both of these cases count. I mean, at least you're showing up. So don't be discouraged if you're not 100% every day, especially when you're just starting out. So you're building habits around your focused modes. These habits you have formed or you're forming during the period of your locking would always stay with you, and you may need to continue to to nurture them and to be consistent. And if you struggle with being consistent, I have made a video about it. I've made so many videos. So if you haven't watched it, please give it a watch, and I would also link it in the video and in the description box as well. So if you've been saying you lock in but you haven't even started, this is your sign to start. Focus is a skill that you build over time, so you need to decide what deserves your attention, and you need to protect your space like your life depends on it, because it does. If this video has helped you, please drop a comment and tell me what you're locking into this season, or you're locking in on this season. Let's hold each other accountable. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.